You're finally drifting off. Your body goes heavy. The day starts to dissolve. And then, a jolt. Your whole body jerks like you just missed a step on the stairs, and suddenly, you're wide awake, heart pounding. If that sounds familiar, you're in the majority. This has a name, the hypnic jerk, and far from being a glitch, it's one of the most common things your brain does as it hands you over to sleep.
A hypnic jerk, doctors also call it a sleep start or hypnic myoclonus, is a sudden, involuntary muscle contraction that fires through nearly your entire body at once, right as you're falling asleep.
It almost always shows up at one very specific moment, those first few seconds of drifting off, and the light sleep stage right after. Not deep in the night, right at the doorway. And a lot of the time, it comes wrapped in a very particular feeling, the sense that you're falling, a stumble, a drop, a missed step, and your leg kicks out to catch you. Most people assume the worst, that the heart skipped a beat, that they actually fell, that something's medically wrong with them. But here's the reassuring part. In healthy people, the hypnic jerk is benign. It's not a sign of disease, it's not your heart faltering, and you didn't actually fall anywhere. That falling sensation is manufactured entirely inside your head. So, what's actually happening? Falling asleep isn't a switch you flip, it's a handover. Your brain trading control from its wake systems to its sleep systems. And in that handover, things get briefly unstable. The leading explanation is that during this unstable moment, a sudden burst of signals fires down from deep in your brainstem, a region called the reticular formation, and races out to your muscles. That burst is the jerk. There's a second, complementary theory for why it so often feels like falling. As your muscles go completely limp, one idea is that your brain misreads that sudden relaxation as the body actually dropping, and fires a protective twitch to catch you. In other words, a leftover safety reflex may be treating your bed like the edge of a tree branch. Ancient wiring, modern mattress. Here's where it gets useful. The jerks aren't random. Certain things reliably crank them up. Caffeine is a big one. Too much of it can make your muscles twitchier and keep you stuck in those light sleep stages where jerks live.
Stress and sleep deprivation do the same thing. The more wired and worn down you are at bedtime, the more likely and more intense the jerk, which is why they seem to spike on your most exhausting nights.
So the jolt that feels like a random malfunction is often your brain reacting to a very specific input. The double espresso, the late workout, the anxious week. It's less a glitch and more a readout. You can't switch hypnic jerks off completely, and you don't need to, but you can dial them down. First lever, caffeine. Keep it under about 400 milligrams a day, and make your last cup at least 8 hours before bed. Second, timing your workout. Exercise is great for sleep, but finishing a hard session too close to bed keeps your body revved. Aim to wrap up vigorous exercise around 90 minutes before you lie down. Third, lower the pressure before bed. A real wind down, screens down, lights low, stress parked, takes the edge off that unstable handover. And protect your sleep hours, because being overtired makes everything worse. One honest caveat: if the jerks are so frequent or violent that they regularly keep you awake, or you're getting anxious about going to bed because of them, that's worth a conversation with a doctor. Common doesn't always mean ignore it. So the next time you're yanked awake by that falling jolt, you can relax. It's not your heart, it's not a warning, it's just your brain, at the exact border between awake and asleep, doing one of the most normal things it does all night.
Your body is running quietly weird software behind the scenes, all day and all night, and most of it never makes the news. If you want more of it decoded, grab the free Neuro Quirks field guide in the description, a plain English tour of the strangest things your brain and body are doing right now. Subscribe, and we'll debug the next one together.